So the community is nascent, and this is a very exciting time to be building it. But we do have a really interesting cohort to date that comes from the broadest spectra that you or I could imagine. We have people who are coming from 6 continents, so far 22 countries. We have really universities and university systems that are joining us, some community colleges. We have people joining really at the highest level. The people who join JWEL are the universities as a whole rather than individual faculty members. And so we have this spectrum of universities that are some of the very top universities in the world. We have universities who are thinking about how to improve their education systems according to their own assessment of their success and their own challenges. We have people who are very interested in building universities and who look at MIT and think that we have a tremendous amount to offer and a tremendous amount of expertise that would be useful to them. And so really the community are people who can look at MIT and understand how interesting and different our higher education system is here at MIT, and can feel that this engagement, this collaboration with MIT is something that would be really useful, really interesting, and really groundbreaking for them in being able to think about education in their own systems. At the same time, this is really interesting for us at MIT. It's an opportunity for MIT faculty to think about how they teach, what our education system is. It's an opportunity to communicate and to build new relationships with global colleagues. And so all around, it's a kind of education fest, if you like, that will have really practical and tangible and useful outcomes. Absolutely. The word collaboration is used in the most serious and collegial sense. This is really about collaborating with our colleagues, and it's an extraordinarily interesting and enjoyable exercise to meet global colleagues that we never have before, from countries that we haven't engaged with before, who are exploring things in a contextual way. Of course, we all explore things in the context of our own countries, our own governments, our own societal systems, and to share that kind of contextual exploration within the common framework of university education is a very powerful kind of interaction. So one of the things that JWEL does is to convene groups of global educators twice a year. These are called JWEL Weeks, and we ran our first one last October. In the Higher Education Collaborative, we had representatives from 22 countries, 6 continents. We had people who were from well-established top universities. We were from people who were interested in developing their universities in new and different ways. We had people who were interested in building universities, and we spent a very intense and informative week together thinking about goals. The participants defined goals. We brought in many MIT faculty and senior staff to talk about how we educate. We brought in students. We really had a very useful time together, a very intense and useful time together.